Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah.
Hey guys, I'm back with Economic Ninja.
How?
And we want to talk about real estate in the Thunderdome. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. We're gonna get some real estate in the Thunderdome.
At 20% interest rates.
It's really cool I get on other channels that can be funny. Or not funny, whatever way you look at it. Let's talk about the Thunderdome.
So, interest rates are going to be maybe 20%, 18% Thunderdome, possibly.
I believe we're gonna see okay, so in 1981, 82, when Paul Volcker was a hero and spiked interest rates, it was because they screwed up. I want people to understand that. The Fed messed up. People like to go, oh, it was Jimmy Carter. No, it was the Federal Reserve. They're not federal. They have no reserves. They messed up. They got out of control. They also were huge in the implementation of closing the gold window temporarily. Remember 1971? And all through the 70s, people suffered. So they had to be heroes and spike interest rates, which collapsed real estate. Well, back then, the peak, mortgage rates hit 18.56%, I believe it was, and completely collapsed the market. So nobody wants to talk about that, but they want to talk about the Federal Reserve being heroes. Point being is I believe we're going to see mortgage rates over 20% this next round, and I am so excited about that.
What else happened in the 70s was oil went to the moon.
It did.
And it created inflation. And then Paul Volcker did his thing and interest rates went. So at 20% interest.
Yeah.
I've been trying to work through this. How are we going to afford to buy rental properties at 20% interest?
Super easy. Real estate's going to collapse in price because there will be a day where when interest rates start to go up, people don't sell their house. The reason why is because they can't sell their house and afford the next house if they need to take out a loan on it, right? If they don't have enough to pay cash. Well, the problem is there's a day, so people just stop. So you'll see inventory sort of shrink, or it could blow up too, but also you'll see the velocity of real estate sales come to a grinding halt. The problem is there's gonna be one day where a guy in a neighborhood just found out he lost his job or his job changed and went across country. And he's like, oh, I've got to move. I can't afford to I got to sell the house. So he's got to take a price reduction, a little bit of a price reduction. And then it gets bigger and bigger from there and it snowballs to where we have a lot of problems. Then we're going to have people walking away from homes.
Lots of houses on the market.
Lots of houses.
More supply.
Exactly. So what happens is eventually
And wait a minute. So this could possibly after a pretty severe downturn, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So those people aren't going to have credit. A lot of people aren't going to have credit in the Thunderdome because they messed it up because they were they had side-by-sides and new boats and all this stuff during the thing, whatever the thing is.
Yeah, and that's why Ninja Nation, it's really big on, I don't care how poor you think you are, if you have a little bit of money and you keep your credit score when the real estate market tanks, you're going to be in a good position. You're going to be like gold to a lending house or a financial institution because you're going to be the few, the rare crowd. And the real estate prices are going to there's an equilibrium, they equal out because the facts are mortgages always tend to run in a range of the standard take-home income of any community, right? It sits anywhere between 1/3 and 2/3 of the average individual's take-home income. You can't, at 1/3, if mortgages are sitting around 1/3, real estate market's ready to explode. Multi-year uptrend. If it bumps the upper 2/3 of a family's income, that's at the top. They can't afford anymore because they have, Netflix, electricity, food. They've got, car payments, things like that, student loans.
We haven't even mentioned how expensive food was going to be. That's going to put more pressure on the real estate market.
This is going to be the greatest real estate cycle ever because there's never been a real estate collapse in the last 100 years where you have not only energy inflation like we saw in the 70s, but you actually have food inflation and what I believe is going to be shortages. So you're going to have panic out of real estate.
That's the main reason I'm selling my rent houses. I've been selling them is because historically, when food prices go to 40% of a man's paycheck, they quit paying rent. They will put food in their mouth before they pay the rent.
And usually 40% actually causes riots.
Right.
Yeah, we've seen this through the Arab Spring, all kinds of actual events throughout the world. In just the last 12 years, we've seen when food prices hit 40%, that's when riots start.
So we've got high interest rates, expensive food. We've got people with wrecked credit, and the man's got to move because he's got a job in another town or another place.
Yeah,
that's going to make a really cheap house.
This is the perfect storm.
So then we buy this house at 20% interest. We make it cash flow at 20% interest,
which will be easy. People don't believe that, but it will be easy.
This is exciting.
I used to, I would cash
it.
flow properties at 8% when I started investing in real estate in 2001, and I would come in with no money down. My first property, I came in with 3% down because it was owner occupied. I turned it into a rental. After that, I used the equity in that home to buy all my other rentals. I'd never put a dime into any rental property.
That's what I do.
Yeah, we were buying a house every 8 weeks. It was impressive. It was exciting, and that was just my family, me and my wife. Now I've got a full team, and I'm just ready to rock and roll. So the first year I want 100 doors. Not 100 doors, 100 single-family residents, and that's
exciting.
It is, and that's gonna make some good.
I want to get it on YouTube channel. Hey, and if you're watching this right now and you're interested in owning rental properties, I've got a video. I'll put it, I guess, in the end screen. Of what to do right now, what you can do right now to get ready. Because when the time is here, it's here. It's not time to start snatching and grabbing and getting things.
Oh, when deals happen, if you're not prepared with your documentation, your down payment, all that stuff, you lose. You have to be ready now.
I'll go ahead and spoil it because it's a financial statement. That's what you need to hand to the banker, create a relationship, and I'll put that video.
That's a good video, yeah.
But anyway, that's it. I'm getting really excited about the future, and it's strange because I feel kind of bad about it because there's going to be so many hurting people.
No, don't feel bad about it at all. You shouldn't, because I warned a ton of people, and all of my friends literally did not want to hang out with me. 2 friends stayed with me after the 08 recession. I was warning everyone by mid-2005 to sell all your homes, liquidate, we're going to have a crash, and they all just disowned me. I do not feel bad. People are people. They want to mock. They are usually late to the game, the masses. There is a very finite group of individuals around this world. They are the 1%, and I believe there are people right now watching this video that are part of that. This is a great time to learn who your new friends should be. All right, people are victims because they have no knowledge, and they perish for a lack of knowledge, and that is something very important people need to realize. So we do our best to help people, and we will. I want to be a good landlord, help people with financial education, but the facts are most people do not want to be educated. They do not care. They just want to drink wine and laugh and love and watch Netflix until that Netflix gets taken away.
Whistle by the graveyard.
That's a good quote.
Well, that's and in closing, that's why I come here. That's why the people that come here is to be around like-minded people that care for each other. And when you're around this kind of people, you start to turn, show me your friends, I'll show you your future.
Yeah.
You start to turn into your surroundings, your chosen surroundings.
Yeah.
So that's it. I just want to make a quick real estate video.
Hey, your beard's looking really sweet, by the way.
Oh, thanks, brother.
Yeah, I just wanted to throw you off at the end of the thing. That's what you did with me. So
I look like Father Time.
It's the wisdom.
I'm so old. Turn the camera off.
I'll turn the camera off.
Later, guys.
See you guys.